So we are back. It's 2025. January it is. Happy New Year, everybody. If you're watching us for the very first time, welcome to the show where language gets lit. Of course, pop culture gets spicy, and midweek gets some serious action right here. Of course, from funny videos that will crack you up to news that will keep you posted and updated on the latest trends and what's happening in and across the globe. Welcome to Breaking Bites right here on 3 Music TV. My name is Tastiq.
And of course, my name is now Koshie Lamptey. Happy New Year, guys. It is a brand new year, and I'm wondering why Terry is
she
so...
looks brand new, doesn't she?
I do.
All lit up in blue, out of the blue.
Right? And I'm wondering why Terry is super poised, so relaxed, because usually Terry is so excited, but today...
dinner. Maybe that's the reason.
You haven't had dinner?
I'm starving.
I think I should get you something. What do you think?
You look like ice cream. I'd like to have that.
All right. I'll give you a treat after the show.
Most certainly. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes. All right, guys. So it's time to get into our word of the day. Now, today on our word of the day, we are looking at the word that is spelled Tuition. How are you going to pronounce this word? Usually, I get to hear a couple of things and I'm like, what? All right, guys. So the correct pronunciation for this word is tuition, right?
Tuition.
Tuition.
Good. Like you're saying intuition. So tuition.
Tuition. I know, this sounds Chinese.
So you're saying like tuition. So tuition.
You heard that. Now, taking the definition for tuition, it says the fee charged for instruction or education, typically at a school, college, or university. It can also refer to the act of teaching or providing education. Can we have some sentences that have tuition in there?
Absolutely. So the first sentence is Dr. Pepper paid the tuition fees on time to continue his studies. Dr. Pepper paid his tuition fees on time to continue his studies. And then we also have the second example as the university's tuition has increased this year, making it harder for some students to afford. The university's tuition has increased this year, making it harder for some students to afford. So these are the 2 examples. I hope you learned a thing or two today.
Of course, school has resumed, so you should know how to use this word properly. Okay, It is tuition.
Did you pay your tuition yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Although I'm not in school
anymore.
Yeah.
Would you be paying some tuition maybe sometime later?
Yeah,
sometime. I suppose.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, we're getting down with the get down, guys. Are you ready? You know exactly what time it is. Time to lay some gist on you because we've got tea from the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to what we call...
How do you call it? How do you call it?
So it's no longer Breaking Bites, right?
I prefer to call it the trending stories.
So
but
trending
you have
bites.
You see how Terry does it?
So it's the trending bites, no longer the breaking, because everything is actually the breaking bites.
Yeah.
So we're trending bites right now. And of course, we are talking about the 2 who are at it. It's Burna Boy and of course, Cubana Chief Priest. For those of you who are following the story, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you are now hearing about the story, it all started with some serious shade. Burna Boy called out Cubana Chief Priest, saying that he's just a middleman.
Yeah, Azama.
Exactly, he called him Azama. Now that Nigerians have their interesting terms. And even compared him to Rick Ross of the East. Now that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, and Burna Boy also hinted Cubana might get into some legal trouble. That also came up. But Cubana wasn't having it. He clapped back, saying Burna Boy is bitter and even questioned his Grammy win. Shots fired. But anyway, this continued. Now, here's what's even getting messier. Speed Darlington, the rapper who's never shy about throwing jabs, released a diss track called Baby Oil, aimed at Burna Boy. Wow. Now, he even demanded an apology and money from Burna Boy as well. But things got serious in November when Speed was arrested during a show in Owerri. Yes, people, in Owerri. So, again, the charge, allegedly insulting and stalking Burna Boy online. That's interesting. Now, even after getting bail, the police refused to let him go. Now, isn't this more like a power play? Because of course, if you've been granted bail, you should
it's
be,
really obvious.
This
really
is
obvious.
This is getting quite interesting. But anyway,
because you know, Speed associating Burna Boy's win to Diddy is nothing light. Looking at the fact that Diddy has had legal issues and he's still facing the law for whatever he has done.
Absolutely.
Yes, it means that Burna Boy is really on guard to make sure that these things or these hearsays do not get far. Yeah. Because his team has actually come out to say that his lost opportunities due to what Speed has gone ahead to say.
I could totally see how this is going to play out. It's like, we can throw jabs, but don't mess with me.
Right.
Don't play with me.
Defamation is nothing easy.
Defamation, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's the court saying? A federal high court stepped in, ordering the police to release Speed Darlington or officially charge him. Interesting. But then the police dragged their feet, and Speed's legal team called it a blatant abuse of power. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but also I could also see how there are dynamics of power play here. But anyway, the public opinion on Burna Boy, and here's what people are actually starting to say. So, critics say that he's being selective with his legal actions while he's coming for Speed Darlington. Cubana said similar things about him and also got away with it. Talk about double standards.
Maybe it could be the intensity of what was said about Burna Boy.
Again, that's the reason I actually said, we could throw jabs here and there, but then don't play with me. Like, certain lines you do not cross. Anyway, so meanwhile, people online are split. Some are praising Burna Boy for his recent generosity to Cubana's family, but others are like, bruh, settle this Speed drama first before you go ahead and do that. But anyway, as we speak, Speed Darlington is still locked up, but Cubana Chief Priest and his lawyers are working overtime to free him. This whole saga has sparked serious debates about justice, power, and whether the rules are the same for everyone. Stay tuned because this drama isn't cooling down anytime soon.
Terry, I don't understand this whole story. Because one, Burna Boy is out there giving financial aid to Cubana's family. And then Cubana is elsewhere trying to get him in the bad books. I don't get this.
Paint him black. So it's actually a very confusing story, but I promise you guys we'll actually be here to dissect it properly for you guys to understand, because it's kind of like a little hazy and tricky here and there, but don't worry. Again, because this is just trending bites, we're not going to take the entire time to, break it down for you, but we promise we'll actually be back to give you a serious, comprehensive, tacit breakdown of what exactly the story is and why Burna Boy is actually providing a certain type of useful assistance to Cubana Chief Priest's family.
Of course, moving away from this whole saga, let's get into the world of love. Right, so this past weekend was the Golden Globe Awards, which is meant to honor contributors in TV and the film industry. And among the stars that came for the event were Angelina Jolie, and we had Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, we have Zendaya, among the likes. Now, the list can go on and on. Talking about Zendaya, fans spotted her wearing a 5-carat diamond ring, right? So we had to do our diggings to see if...
Raise his eyebrows.
Right!
Like, okay,
could this be a wedding ring? Could this be an engagement ring? And let me tell you what, after our diggings, we found out that it was indeed an engagement ring from her boyfriend, Tom Holland. This is
caught in the love of spider webs.
Right? And they're both 28. So I feel like they are both matured and then they know exactly what they're doing, because
hopefully.
Because they're one of the couples that you do not hear any controversies about them. Like no drama.
Get married.
Terry.
Then divorce.
Don't do that. Don't be like that. No
I'm not
drama.
I'm not jinxing
no
it.
drama. I mean, if they were associated with drama, I would have heard that a very long time ago.
Well,
because they've been together since 25.
Sometimes you actually don't hear anything until things get really bad and there's a divorce and you're like,
don't be like that.
No, I'm just saying, it's the reality on the ground.
Tom just proposed. So he actually proposed over the holidays, right? He just proposed, and let's just celebrate with them. Terry, let's overlook all the negatives
Cardi
and let's celebrate.
We thought they were having a time of their lives. How did that end up? But anyway.
Why are you being a hater?
I'm not being a hater.
Yes, you are.
I'm being what we call a
Terry.
pragmatist. That's what I'm being.
It's
called being realistic.
Before getting into this story, I mentioned that moving away from this whole saga, we are delving into love. So let's just celebrate with them.
She says we should just assimilate and immerse ourselves in the spirit of love because Valentine's Day is somewhere just around the corner.
You know what? These are the stories we just shared with you. Whatever your thoughts are, let us know in the comment section if you're watching on YouTube. However, if you're watching on TV, still head onto our YouTube and share your opinions with us. Let's check out our funny video of the day because Terry is trying to make this story a mess. Okay, so yes, you are. Yes, you are. So let's watch this funny video to sweep away all the bad vibes. Okay,
bad
let's watch
energy.
this.
Stay far away.
Far up. Run, man. Okay, wait. Let's go. Go. Number friendship. One more. Go. Sorry about that, bud. Come, Rob. We love you, Rob. You're holding us up, man. Come on. Go.
Okay.
Indeed. How are you going to explain this?
Okay. It was supposed to be a funny video to me, but that shocked me.
It ended in tragedy.
Yeah. Wow.
Comedy ended in tragedy.
So, okay, how is he gonna explain this really to everybody else?
Yeah, it wasn't even his fault.
It wasn't, but how are you gonna explain this? This just looked like he just murdered all your brothers.
Yeah.
Wow. Were they drunk?
No, they were all playing. No, it was all. Didn't you realize
you're at the end of the cliff?
No, but the thing, you could tell that the guy wanted to get into the car, right? But his brothers were just playing with him that, I'm not opening the door. Like, I'm not opening the door. Just come closer while we start driving. So, and then they weren't also focused,
so you probably
right? So
be like,
ended up
okay, so
going down the cliff.
Take a leak, and my brothers decided to play a prank on me. So each time I was gonna open the door, they just sped off, and I wasn't able to open it. They kept doing that and trailing until they got to the edge of the cliff. And then rest their soul. And
you know the interesting thing, I don't know whether they survived or not, right? But if they did not, if they did not, they'll go like, hey, what mistake did we do?
Yeah, they'll regress in heaven. That's if they're going there, or maybe hell.
Some jokes are expensive, and this is a clear example.
Some pranks are seriously expensive, and this is the cost of their lives. That's how expensive it was.
Are you happy? Are you happy about
their lives?
Are you happy about that?
Well, if I were the one they were playing that prank on, yes.
So I deliberately asked Terry for you all to see the kind of person Terry is.
Swine.
Moving on.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Top Listers, where we rank the best of the best and everything happening across the globe, or things that are already existent on the globe. But anyway, so today we're diving into Billboard's top 5 greatest rappers of all time. Ready? Let's go. Okay, at number 5, it's the rap god himself, Eminem. The lyrical genius didn't just break records, he smashed the game with his razor-sharp flow and insane wordplay. Ladies and gentlemen, hits like Lose Yourself. Do you know that song? And Stan made him a global icon. And oh, let's not forget 15 Grammys in the bag. Legend he is. Of course, at number 5 again, Eminem.
All of these and still at number 5? Mm-hmm. Then it means the list is really going to be interesting.
I know, right?
At number 4, we have the man who is regarded as the poet, activist, and immortal icon. This man is believed to have lived a life marked by talent, controversy, and unfortunately, tragedy. He died 29 years ago at age 25 from multiple gunshots, but his legacy still lives on. I'm talking about the man, Tastiq Amari Shakur. Now, Tupac's emotional depth, anthems like Dear Mama, and cultural impact cement his legacy as a rap legend. He's often cited as an icon of the 1990s and one of the greatest rappers in history. I'm talking about the man, Tastiq Amari Shakur.
That's Pac for you right there. Hold up, we gotta talk about number 3, don't we? Now, the storytelling legend who painted vivid pictures with every single bar. Now, from his groundbreaking debut, Illmatic, to his Grammy-winning King's Disease, this man proves that real hip-hop stands the test of time. At number 3, ladies and gentlemen, Nas.
Right. Number 2 is the man that you can call... How do we call this man? He's had tons of controversies or feud with the man Drake. You should know
controversy.
You should know the man I'm talking about right now. Now I'm talking about Kendrick Lamar. Now Kendrick is regarded as one of the most influential hip-hop artists of his generation and one of the greatest rappers of all time, which is so obvious. Now he is known for his technical artistry and complex songwriting. When it comes to rap, Terry, we have the man Kendrick Lamar.
Yes. And sitting on the throne at number 1, it's the GOAT himself. From 14 number 1 albums to 24 Grammys, and don't even get me started on his billion-dollar business empire. Ladies and gentlemen, his influence on music and culture is untouchable. Bow down to the king, the GOAT, the Hova, Jay-Z at number 1. Yes, there we go. So there you have it. Of course, we have our top 5 greatest rappers of all time. And of course, this is coming in from the Billboard Hot 100. So yes, if you saw it, kudos. Well, and if your rapper is in there, awesome, isn't it? I hope you actually learned a thing or two today if you actually are hearing the greatest rappers of all time for the very first time. Anyway, till we catch you on the next segment of Top Listers. Peace out.
But I want to say something.
Oh, what did you want to say, sweetie?
Is your favorite on there?
You know,
I know you love Jay-Z.
Oh, well, everybody loves Jay-Z.
No, yours is
No, my favorite is actually B.O.B., who did not find himself on this list. You don't know B.O.B.
Never heard of him.
Oh my God, girl.
Is he still doing music?
You live under a leaf, not even a shell.
Is he still doing?
He does
I mean, our preferences
and I was
differ,
expecting
so
that you would know because you're more of a Gen Z. He was
How
mid-millennial to Gen Z. How do you even call
he?
that? There's a how do you call the fusion between millennial and a Gen Z?
I have no idea.
There's this name they call it. I forgot. But yes, Gillennial? Yes, that's the name. Gillennial. So he's within that era, so I was expecting you to know. But B.O.B. does some pretty crazy tunes. For those of you who know, you do know, right?
I think I should check him out.
If you listen to John Doe, you would actually hear him rap on there, and so many other songs as well.
I should check him out. You should.
But
I was expecting to hear what's this guy's name? J. Cole.
J. Cole. There's so many Common and so many others that I didn't actually see here. But it's all good. It's all good. It's only 5, and it's a very competitive spot, so.
Okay.
We understand.
Yeah.
We know ball. All right.
All right, guys. So it's time to switch links and then celebrate the beautiful people who share their birthdays today. Now, today being 8th January, we have this sweet message that says, "Happy birthday to you, DJ Scorpion. Wishing you a day filled with joy, love, and unforgettable moments. May this year bring you long life, endless blessings, and prosperity beyond measure. With all my love and warmest wishes." This is from your biggest supporter and proudest friend, Madame Abina Dokwa. Is this Dokwa? Because I know Dokwa, right? And then Dakwa. But this Dokwa sounds
interesting.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah. Happy birthday to you, DJ Scorpion, and we hope you enjoy today to the max. Now remember that you share your birthday with some amazing superstars. I don't know why Terry is staring at me like that. But I mean, know that you're celebrating your birthday with these people Terry is going to start off with the very first one.
In the name of 38-year-old Cynthia Erivo, known for her exceptional talents as an actress, singer, and songwriter. Now, she gained acclaim for her Tony-winning role as Sally in The Color Purple on Broadway, earned Academy Award nominations for her portrayal of Harriet Tubman in Harriet, and showcased her vocal abilities with the Oscar-nominated song Stand Up. Additionally, she's appeared in films like Widows and Bad Times at the El Royale and has a Grammy and Emmy to her name, making her a step away from the EGOT status. Ladies and gentlemen, her name again is Cynthia Erivo. You know who she is, right?
Yes, I do know.
What is the latest movie that she has actually starred in?
To be honest,
You
forgot.
know her and her movie
I know.
disease problem. She does not watch movies.
But this
Ladies
one,
and gentlemen,
no, this one I saw excerpts of it.
I'm binding that. I'm casting that no movies
Terry,
demon in
don't
her.
do that.
So this year she starts to watch movies and gets with the times.
Remind me of that
She
movie.
starred
Because it was
in a
premiered
movie
recently.
with Ariana Grande titled Wicked. Yes, where she was all green and then she gave us a bit of her vocal dexterity in that movie, so you should watch it if you haven't, and of course you'll thank me later.
I know I'm always gonna thank you later.
Yes.
Because I trust your judgment. All right, guys, another person you're celebrating your birthday with is a heavyweight. I'm not saying he's weightier than this, but I mean, I'm talking about the supreme leader of North Korea, the man Kim Jong-un. I have to take my time with that one. Now, this man was also born on January 8th, and it's actually reported years including 1982, 1983, or 1984, with 1984 being the most widely accepted. I don't get it. Is it because their calendars differ from ours or what?
Perhaps. One man was born in 3 years.
Right? Can you imagine?
They're still struggling to figure out when exactly he was born.
Can you
That
imagine?
should tell you how special he is.
Yes. Now, like I mentioned earlier, he is the supreme leader of North Korea. He assumed power in 2011 following the death of his father, Kim Jong-il. Kim is known for advancing North Korea's nuclear weapons, and I'm scared.
Scared of what?
This man. Right, and missile programs. Now, ruling under a totalitarian regime and suppressing dissent. Now, his leadership has included efforts at economic modernization, though these have been hindered by international sanctions. They should do that, by the way. Now, he gained global attention through diplomatic summits with world leaders, including former US President Donald Trump, who is now the president, right? Now, although little progress has made, let me take that again. Although little progress was made on denuclearization.
Exactly. On that denuclearization note, we have a very final celebrity who, by the way, is RIP right now. He passed, unfortunately, but he would have been 90 years old if he were still alive. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Elvis Presley. Now, he was born, he lived from 1935 through 1977. He's of blessed memory right now, and he's known as the King of Rock and Roll. He was a legendary American singer, actor, and cultural icon. Now, he also revolutionized music with hits like Hound Dog and, of course, Jailhouse Rock, blending rock, blues, and gospel. Renowned for his charisma and stage presence, he became one of the best-selling artists of all time and remains a global symbol of the 20th century pop culture. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're celebrating your birthday today, January 8th, 2025, you should know that this is one unforgettable star that you celebrate your birthday with. His name, Elvis Presley. And don't forget that this is not the only person that you're celebrating your birthday with. We also have Cynthia Erivo, and we have Kim Jong-un, right? So these are the people that you're celebrating your birthday with. It makes you special, and always remember that. Bragging rights. On today's gameplay, emoji games that is, we have a video game controller, we have a sack of money, we have a red triangle, We have a blue circle. We have a black square. I wonder where this is headed. And then we have a shocked or scared face. And then we have a skull. Oh, okay. Now that gets as morbid as it possibly could get. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know the title of this streak, this streak of emojis, please let us know. And of course, we have a handsome reward for you. Anyway.
This one is so popular. Why is it so popular? Why? This movie in particular.
You know the funny thing?
Tell me.
This is one opinion that I hold that people are actually gonna chop off my head for. I've never seen it. I know what it is, but I only saw one episode and that was it. And funny enough, just over the weekend, my sister was actually asking me whether I've seen the season 2 of it. Anyway, I just gave you a hint. It's not a movie, it's a series.
And you know one funny thing? There's this content creator, like Ghanaian content creator, who has actually come out to give a breakdown of the symbols of this movie. Saying that it's one way or the other related to our CD notes.
Oh, please.
I'll show you that video. You go like,
what kind of conspiracy theory is this?
Right?
But anyway, of course, we had something last episode, which was last year.
Can you imagine?
Why have been waiting? Okay.
Do you think we should do this? Well, because last year is a brand new year.
Yeah, so that would be people's gifts. Some people have been waiting since last year.
I'll be generous.
They've been waiting since last year.
I'm going to be generous. Okay, I'm going to be generous
to
give you this one. So right, as displayed on your screen, we have a briefcase, stack of cash. We also have a hat, 2 men, and then the recycling symbol or the refresh symbol. This movie was
drum roll.
Trading Places. Yeah. I feel like a singer right now.
She wishes. But anyway, of course.
Yeah, so this is actually Trading Places. Let us know your favorite scenes of this movie if you have seen it. However, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and check them and let us know what you think. This brings us to the end of the first episode of Breaking Bite of this entire year 2025. We brought you all the goodies, we brought you all the excitement. We also came in our blue and our orange, making it so vibely with all the colors and everything.
Vibrant.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed every single bit of it. Remember that we come your way each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. with a repeat broadcast at 9 p.m. Of course, if you're not able to watch on TV, head to our YouTube and then watch it whatever time you prefer. Okay, because with TV, it is time bound. Remember that we came your way with these amazing stories. My name is Koshie Lamptey. You can also call me
Tuji Coco. And
no,
of course, you just asked.
No,
so what else can they call you?
Miss Koshie Lamptey. I'm just thinking, yeah, it's just that. It's
just that. Just shoot me already. Anyway, and I'm Tastiq, and I hope you enjoyed the fun games that we had for you. Of course, the news updates and some good language skills that we brought to you today. Anyway, of course, from us to you, this is bye for now. And like we say, ciao, ciao. We'll see you later.